Hello, Craig Birch here at the Barclaycard Arena in Birmingham, where we've just had the Matchroom Boxing press conference for their big show live on Sky Sports this May 13th. I have here Frankie Gavin, Birmingham's own. Frankie, back to action, I guess, and a rebuilding job afoot, I suppose, after the loss in such a great fight. You know, fight of the year contender to Sam, who's also on the bill. He's got the European title shot now, and I suppose for yourself, it's you know, a smart rebuilding process, isn't it? Is afoot now, isn't it? So.
Yeah, it's a big comeback for me, really. So something I've got to come back with a win. I've got to win. It's the last chance saloon for me. Obviously, I'm now training alongside Sam Ailing.
Yeah, how are you finding that then? I mean, obviously you've left, you and Max parted ways after a chat. You know, there's no man obviously there, still friends. Why pick his side after that? You just saw that obviously the transformation in Sam. Was that a part of that? And
the fact I've been friendly with John for years. Obviously, with that fight, we fell out a bit. Soggy's my next door neighbour, more or less. He's got so I see Soggy a lot. Get on with Soggy. Get on with them. Good people, make you graft, and I just needed a change, and nowhere else I could have went really.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way. There were other gyms in Birmingham.
Of course, yeah.
Nowhere else I would have went. I didn't mean could have went. Would have went.
Yeah, of course. But they, I mean, the story has it they made it in no uncertain terms. Frankie, you've got to come down to light welter now. Were you in agreement with that, or did you want to stay at welter?
I was there before I left. That was already in my mind when I went there.
Yeah. I mean, the last time you boxed at light welter would have been, maybe, I don't know, certainly for titles against Michael Kelly, perhaps, in 2010. So you're unbeaten at light welter as a professional, really, isn't it?
I've never beaten Ali as an amateur either.
Yeah.
Go around the world at light welter.
Of course.
And everything.
Do you, maybe looking back, do you think it's maybe a mistake to go up to welter? I mean, the fights you have lost against guys who were just far bigger, weren't they?
Yeah. So listen, you live and you learn, don't you? I'm not going to go back and dwell on stuff. I've had some good fights. I've had some great victories also.
Yeah.
So just one of them, really.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we don't want to dwell on defeats. There's been Bundu, there's been Kell Brook, there's been Sam. They're all quality fighters. You know, never been beaten by Bob or anything like that. But now you have Dave Ryan, who's coming up a weight. I believe his fight's going to be 145 pounds and so on. And it's an important fight. And you must train hard for this one because there's absolutely no room for error now, is there? So.
Yeah, there's no room for error. Obviously, not, of course, not. And I feel like I've got that bite bit between my teeth again.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm trying to do everything right and perfect, so I'm fine, I'll be fine.
Of course. Your aspirations, I mean, how long do you think you've got left in boxing? You opened a gym last year, you're getting excited about training the amateurs. There is life after boxing. What are your aspirations and, you know, the time frame you want to achieve that in now?
I still think it's going to be hard, but I still think I can win a world title at 140. 147, I'm too small. Especially for the big boys, they're just too big. And the elite, well, 140, I really think I can. I really think I'll beat Ricky Burns.
Yeah, I think you're 31 now, are you? Maybe say, you know, 3 years in the game.
Who knows? It depends, doesn't it, really? You could have 5, 6, you could have 1, who knows?
Yeah.
No room for error. If I lose next, that could be it.
Of course. Ricky Burns is obviously the target. You mentioned it in the press conference there. You know, the big world title fight. You said you go to Glasgow and fight him, I believe, you know, privately as well. So you'll do whatever you can do.
Yeah,
how far down the line do you think that is?
Who knows? Eddie can win you tomorrow. You don't know. Anything can happen. His opponent could pull out. Anything can happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, you need a warm-up fight first.
Yeah, of course. Stay ready. I've got to get near the 140 first, and I just to show them that I'm legitimate about this.
Yeah. I mean, if it's going to be towards the end of the year, perhaps, or Burns. I mean, I presume you want Burns by the end of the year, don't you? Yeah. So, if that's going to be, say, a December bout or something like that, is there a chance you maybe get in for a British or a Commonwealth at light welter in the summer? Or?
Who knows, mate? Who knows?
Yeah, so obviously it's what
I'll take whatever's offered. I'll fight anyone. Eddie knows that. I'm not the sort of person to pick and choose fights. If you offer me a challenge, I'll do my best to take it.
Okay.
Both hands.
Okay. So Ricky Burns. I mean, why Ricky Burns? Why pick Ricky Burns? Is he just the obvious target? Or?
Yeah, obviously he's got world champion with Matchroom. It's just the one that can realistically happen.
Yeah. And do you believe that you can beat Ricky Burns?
Most definitely.
Because you know he's a world champion. He's been around a long time.
He's a good fighter, yeah, it's very good. But he's come up the weight, so I'll be coming down the weight. I think it'll make a difference for me.
Of course. I mean, you could be too big for him, hadn't you? If you turn up for the books after the past few years for yourself, wouldn't it? So, do you feel that you're, you know, at welter, maybe you can be bullied by bigger opponents. At light welter, you're unbeatable. Is that the way you feel?
It's happened, doesn't it? So.